Hi, it's Paris from EpicReviewGuys. In my most recent Magic Jack internet phone review, I was very disappointed that it didn't include Wi-Fi, even though it said Wi-Fi right on the package. And I thought to myself, why can't one of these companies that makes these VoIP portable phone devices have them work with Wi-Fi? Well, one of them does. This is the NetTalk Duo Wi-Fi. This is similar to the Magic Jack in that it's a little device that you can plug into the computer, or you can plug it into your router, and it gets phone calls and makes phone calls through your internet connection. Price is about similar. It's $60-ish for the actual device. That includes, with the Magic Jack, I think 6 months. With this, you get a year. And then additional years are $20 to $30 with both of them. So in all those features, they're fairly comparable. The one thing that this has that the Magic Jack doesn't is it's supposed to work with Wi-Fi. So I'm going to see what's in the package, set it up on the network, see how easy it is to set up the Wi-Fi, and see how portable it would actually be if you take it to someone else's house, to a hotel, to take this with you, get it on the Wi-Fi network, and use it there for your phone calls. Again, this seems to be pretty much a direct competitor to the Magic Jack Plus 2014 that just came out, except that they forgot to add the Wi-Fi on the Magic Jack Plus 2014, and this one says it's built in. Here's what's included in the box. You have the device itself, the NetTalk Duo Wi-Fi, the little box. Comes with a power cord to plug this into either the USB port of your computer or with this adapter piece into the wall, and an Ethernet cable to hook it up to your network. And this is what you get in the way of instructions. This is a 911 information card, and here's 3 different languages on this card, which means basically just one column. That's it. Now, I don't think it's that easy to set up. I just think that's all the instructions they give you here. You basically have to go online to get the rest of the steps. And don't throw away the box yet, because inside the box there's a sticker that has a username and a password, and that's what you use to set up your NetTalk account on their website. Here's a little more detailed view of the NetTalk Duo Wi-Fi device. On this end you find the micro USB connector for power, and on the other end we've got the phone plug jack and the Ethernet cord jack to hook up to your network. Now, the instructions tell you that you can go to the website for the NetTalk, enter this username and password you have on the sticker in the box, set your account up, and then with the cable, plug this into the computer, go through and finish the setup that way. But since fewer people have computers anymore, a lot of people try to do everything through their phone or their tablet, I'm going to try to set this up that way as well. Turns out there's also an app you can download for your phone or tablet that'll let you go in via your network connection. So long as you have this with the Ethernet cable plugged into the router, you can go on your phone with that special app and actually program this to tell it to get on the Wi-Fi. I think that'll be the most challenging part, so let's get started and see. Alright, I've put the laptop away. I'm going to try to do this all with my phone. This is a Google Galaxy Nexus, an Android phone. Here is the activation page of the NetTalk website. I'm going to continue on through this. And it's not a critical issue, but I did notice that with Magic Jack there were quite a few options. Within Austin there were a lot of prefixes, and for a few dollars more you could choose the last 4 digits of the number if you wanted to. Again, not a deal breaker, but really not much in the way of options here for choosing any part of your number. At the conclusion of the online account setup, you can buy some extra things there, including international calling and so forth. And this is something interesting. It's a texting plan. And I thought, well, how in the heck is that going to work with your home phone? Well, it turns out you do it via an app. So you can send and receive text messages on your phone line, even if not on your phone. They would appear on the app on your cell phone. Anyway, that's set up. So now I came to the Google Play Store to find the apps, and I see that texting app I was just mentioning, as well as the Wi-Fi scanner, which is the one I'm going to use to try to set this device up. Okay, now that I have the NetTalk Duo Wi-Fi Finder app on the phone, I've got to get the device on my network. They both have to be on the same network to find each other. Okay, I got power to the device. I brought in the phone, have the phone plugged in. They do say if you've got it all hooked up correctly, you'll get a call. It will start ringing. So I have a feeling that as soon as I plug this into the router, it gets a network address, it checks in out on the internet with the NetTalk server, that probably the phone will ring, but let's see. Got fast flashing usually means it's trying to get an address or register itself on the network. Okay, I've given it a couple minutes. It's still here doing this red slow flash. I check on the phone, no dial tone, no sound, nothing there. So I would have thought that having gone through and set it up with the username and password here and the account, that would have tied it all in, but I must still be missing a step. Let me go online and check through the instructions again and see what else I need to do. NetTalk Duo Wi-Fi Finder app isn't finding the device even though they're on the same network. So I'm getting this error. Let me read up on it some more. Alright, I unplugged power to everything, plugged it back in order of modem first when that came up, then the router, and so now I'm trying this again. Networking can be finicky. Sometimes unplugging everything, plugging it back in the right order will let it sort itself out. Okay, so the Duo Wi-Fi app on the phone is hopefully going to pick up the device now. No, still doesn't. Okay, I have shut the phone completely off and started it back up and it's rejoined the Wi-Fi network. Let's try the app again. Still no. Though there is a workaround for this. I read through the troubleshooting instructions and you can manually go in and put in the IP address of the device. And so if you get to this screen where you have to manually enter the IP address, you can actually get that by picking up the phone and dialing *41# and a voice will come on and tell you the IP address, which you enter here. Let's see if it'll connect this way. Alrighty, let's try. Alright, even following the troubleshooting steps of getting the IP address manually via punching in that special code on the phone, I still could not get the app to talk. Now, okay, that's the ring from this. What I did is thought it might be related to the router. This is a very new state-of-the-art router with 5 gigahertz and the AC capability and so forth. Though I am using it connecting to my phone just on the plain old regular 2.4 gigahertz wireless N. Just in case that was the issue though, I brought in another router. This is our iBoss router, which has parental controls built into it, but otherwise it's basically just a very simple older style router. I'm going to try to do the whole process through this and see. Now the NetTalk Duo, again, has got the green light on it and the phone rang and there's dial tone, so it's good. It does show you can jump it from network to network and it will continue to work. You get your dial tone. The question is now though, am I still going to be able to get the Wi-Fi set up? Let me try. Okay, I've got the phone on the iBoss network where the NetTalk Duo Wi-Fi device is running. Let's try the app now. Still nothing. I'm going to try calling in again and do it manually on this network. Alright, it's about 40 minutes later. I've been trying a bunch of stuff. So much for not using the laptop. I'm tired of going through the phone trying to get through their support pages and other forums where people talk about this product. So I'm back on the computer here. So I did go to the IP address of this device in my browser window and it came up with a NetTalk screen. And then it looks like there's room to store the information about 6 different wireless networks, so it would automatically connect to them, like your house, your friend's house, your grandmother's house, wherever you normally would take it. And I manually entered the information for, I tried it with this router, it just keeps telling me no Wi-Fi networks are available. I'm not sure if this is an issue with WPA2 security that I have on the router. Exactly what to attribute it to. What I'm going to do now, because some people have gotten this to work, I am going to download the software for it on the computer. I wanted to do it without the computer, but I don't see how I'm going to get it to work otherwise. And I'll plug this in. Perhaps there's a firmware update that will fix some of these issues, but I understand that plugged into the computer I can manually configure the Wi-Fi. I might have better luck doing it that way. I'll do that and see how it works. Well, I'm just going to call it a day with setting up the Wi-Fi on the NetTalk Duo Wi-Fi. I tried everything I can think of. I brought in another router. I set up an extra guest network with no security on it and connected the phone to that and plugged this in. Still couldn't get through. Plugged this into the computer directly and I kept getting the message that no device was detected, even though I got the light to turn green and it had the dial tone. So I'm not sure. I did check that I had the latest software, but it looks like there have been no updates to the software in over a year now, so there doesn't seem to be development ongoing with the support for this. So it's pretty comparable to the Magic Jack Plus 2014. It costs about the same. A year of service is about the same. It does work fine once you have it hooked up to the router, so you can use it without a computer. But the other thing they both have in common, at least for me, is I couldn't get either of them to work with Wi-Fi.